I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Theories refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait, you still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Growing Way. Uh-oh. Okay, now to try and find... What? Are you actually reading the story now, Zero?
Yeah.
Is it starting to get exciting for you or something?
I had a hunch and it's kind of heading that direction.
Okay, hopefully I can get there before the day ends.
The story is actually pretty exciting. I've actually slowed down to watch, like, ever since the start of this expansion.
I mean, there's still a lot of stuff from the previous expansion that I'm trying to remember, but the key parts I've kind of understood, or I do remember, like the whole thing with Amon and all that stuff, and Zande. Like, I got a kind of a refresher on that not too long ago, which helped. Remember that video I posted about the kind of the lore, that kind of the lore of the game? They kind of describe a fair bit of that stuff in there as well. Okay, so we're going up that way. Which I'm assuming it'll show us where the inn is. Should check. We're 98 to the south.
It's almost like somebody's trying to keep us away.
Ooh, that's a badass looking spear.
We're 98 to the south.
539 level weapon.
Southeast. Seize it! Oh, did I miss the jump? Can I somehow trick it? Yes, I can. Yay! And another to the south, but I ain't going that far out. Not yet. Gotta get to where Zero is because he's starting to get excited, and when he's getting excited, that means something crazy's happening. I think it's all this nostalgia that's gotten him excited.
Well, he's found his people. They're short like him.
You're here. You're really here. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Not late for dinner, that's for sure. Hey, Cricky, even your name are amazing. Crikey, even your names are amazing. Really? They threw in Crikey. Well, Dragonfire will be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. So you're going to take me to my inn.
Ready in the teleporter.
Take me. What's with the alarm?
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
You! You guys are just a mess. We're not gonna make it to a new planet. This whole ship's gonna blow up.
private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Urianger.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance,
If by
find our
Urianger
accommodation
you mean
wanting?
Lord of the
Be honest,
Fluffies.
brutally even.
Lord Urianger.
You and your friends by any chance find our accommodations wanting, be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Well, I know he's been traveling with the Asians back in the past, so that would make a lot of sense too. I don't know if they came to the moon. I can't remember that or not.
But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more
No, it's just that the
frustrating
rest of
since
us
no
were being
one will
too
come
nice
out
to
to
them.
say what they find wanting.
Lovely sentence, really, but the disappointment is written plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. Yeah. Okay.
If there are faults in our work, we
You just
need
want to give them
know.
a big hug.
We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Etheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Once more.
Come again?
Idle musings.
Yeah,
'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
What are you hiding from me, game?
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up.
They even gave the sound effect for stopping.
The residential quarters were inaccessible, you see.
What is this, a Roadrunner cartoon now?
But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
She didn't get to hear the answer. Uh-oh. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. A shame you couldn't see it though. You really would have liked it. You can travel between the upper and lower floors of Bessingway Burrow by the teleporter. Sweet. Items. There. Okay, that's there. Growingway is keen to put his recent mishaps behind him. It may have not seemed like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But the one thing we all agree upon was that the people of Etheres wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitations. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me. Okay, do I need to go down? Yes. Okay. It wants me to go that way. Okay. Good, you're here. Through this door is the greatest Endsvale. If it was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you've ever seen. We understand the people of Etheres enjoy taking leisure walks through natural spaces and the like, so I assure you enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain this way? Man, my roulette thing ain't doing very good. What the hell is this? I was expecting a ginormous, awesome forest. Not some Dragon Ball Z looking place. $123 to the northwest. Just over here. There it is. Zero has found combat. And therefore my music has changed. Attuning with the ether current. Sweet. Okay, where is the next one? 387 to the southeast. That way. How many do I have left? 5. Is that a danger place? No, that's south. I need to go this way somewhere. There it is.
These keep getting more and more interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely throwing me for a loop, though. I was expecting Zodiac so much further in, and all that kind of stuff, and a whole lot more bigger confrontation with him and Daniel. Never expected them to go full on completely like, hey, here he is. You fight him right away. Now you're in trouble. You thought that
you still don't know the half of it yet, do you?
he's like, you thought it was bad before. Good luck. So what did you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant, simply sublime? Well, this is not really a forest to everybody. This is giant metal structures and weird floor patterns. Couldn't see the forest or the trees. I didn't see any. Wait, you don't mean those crystals out there, are you? Out there are? Wow.
Don't make another bunny cry, Chris.
I'm going to. Because that's why they're getting all upset. Because we weren't making them cry. We weren't being honest with them. 'Tis as transcendent as burying your face in Chocobo's plumage and taking a good long... What? Is that trying to say that I just stuck my head in some Chocobo's ass and took a giant whiff?
It might not necessarily have been its ass.
I couldn't see the forest or the trees. I didn't see any. Wait, you don't mean those crystals out there? I'm so confused. I think I want to go the harsh way. Just as transcendent as burying your face in a chocobo's plumage and taking a good long whiff. I don't know. That sounds like it's trying to say that it is a forest. Wait, I didn't see any. Wait, you don't mean those crystals over there? Right, you are. Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. Well, you still haven't.
Way to be an ass, Chris.
It isn't. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you find in a forest of etheries. The fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxations. When I come up here, you look like you could do with a stretch yourself. I'm assuming it wants me to do stretch. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. Gross. Slight warmth. The many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through the forest with someone from Etheres. Could we maybe? Grass, you will? Oh, be still, my quivering whiskers. Aye. So where would you like me to go? Following your
Away.
special made path to this first juncture? I was thinking, Dragonfire, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. What is it that you do? Please. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. Wow. That's a fair bit. But anyway, let's keep going. So they're old as shit. So you waited 6,000 years to have a walk. It's kind of a long time there, bud. Let's bring you to this circle to kind of give you a different talk. What? No, I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals on Etheres, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Heidelin's influence being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Etheres. A conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them, for example. Put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took getting a dry spot. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? Oh, jeez. This certainly wasn't work you dare rush, either. We had to create infrastructures and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until 100 of your years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheres. The Elegans' mischief, I think. Oh, jeez. Of course, the Elegans were trying to play their part because I believe the Crystal Tower was meant to do something to the moon and the sun. We thought maybe some new nefarious actors was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. Can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Just probably hearing that noise in the background. Oh god. I've probably been like crazy. Oh hey. Say, do you notice anything particular about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. The orb and a ring around it. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden ring emanating from the glowing spears, along with the device fixed near the ceiling. They fulfill a role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiates energy that is harmful to your body. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curatives. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. Sorry, another circle somewhere else. Okay. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important feature were fit for purpose, which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheres. Why not go and visit Aetheres yourself? You might ask. Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the result could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetheres we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. Still think the Charlian Forums is part of this whole thing. Still think that has something to play in this whole fact of stuff.
You're grasping at straws, my friend.
I know the answer now.
Just don't listen to Keith and think whatever you want to think. I tell you, it's the essence.
You just haven't seen the carrot people yet.
With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited. Hopeful Heidelin would find someone who would help us. Now, you mentioned something about why didn't they just bring them all together and then bring them over? Well, they can't, because they'll lose Heidelin if it all rejoins.
Heidelin Schmeidelin.
And therefore they'll
Why would they
lose.
lose Heidelin? Heidelin was the one that sundered in the first place.
Right now, the only way people can get up here is through Heidelin. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supply to us from down below. Like I said, with all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we've learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourselves as much as I am.
Oh,
I knew
man,
you
this
would
new
like.
zone is beautiful.
I knew you would like Greatest Endsvale. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here. By the way, I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you have already received the Grand Tour? A shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now come along, Growing Way. And yet Orianji's going to have another secret that he's not going to tell us. And making us think he's evil again. Before we arrive.
Oh.
What?
Lord of the little people.
Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guild. Did you learn anything of importance?
You're trying to tell me that if confronted with a giant army of rabbit people, that you wouldn't have visions of grandeur and want to conquer the world and hold it tight in the grip of a little fuzzy fist?
I'm so confused of where you're trying to go with that. Like, I can understand the surprise that it would bring. That suddenly you take over the world with furries and then they're like, wait, but I thought they were nice. They look so cute. And then they're like, but it's just a rabbit. And then it's like the whole Monty Python thing all over again. They spent 12,000 years preparing for this. I thought they said
Ethan.
6.
Ethan, look at my screen. It's so beautiful.
What? Oh. With the appointed hour. What?
So I don't get it.
No, the new zone is just beautiful. Anyways,
okay.
I'm leaving now.
With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their relentlessness, but still.
Anyways, peace out, guys. Have a good night.
Oh, you're leaving?
But
Night.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep, and you guys gotta catch up.
It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imaginations. I doubt there are many who would really come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, and even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg you leave. There is another matter which yet begs for my attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nope, because he's got to give off his orders to what Tim is calling the Lord. Nay, that will not be necessary if you will excuse me. Ah, somebody fill in the puzzle already. Everybody knows but me. Oh, the speculations is driving me nuts. It is clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparations for the evacuation of Etheres is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence. Stop it. Hi, by now Thanker can tell when his friends are up to something. Did Urianger seem strange to you, more so than usual, I mean? I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried you'd go and see if he's all right. Stola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. Sweet. Let's go find out what the secrets are, because I know he's holding them all. I'm gonna go spy on Urianger and learn the truth, or some information.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's the Bunny Boys. They had to be doing something all this time.
Don't tell me! Don't ruin it! Wait, what? What are they? You said they're doing the Bunny Boys?
No, I said. Oh, never mind.
Well, see, now you confused me because you said they were doing the Bunny Boys.
No, I said it. What? But.
Like, why did you say
They had
that?
to be doing something all this time, as in why they weren't immediately added with the Bunny Girls. Get it? Because they were busy?
Oh, jeez. Urianger appears to be headed towards the entrance to Bessingway's burrow. Going towards the entrance. So we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 zones. There's 6. My brother has somehow found the 5th zone.
Yeah, well, he's 88.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Crackhead. Urianger ventures off into the Marilamentarium. For reasons unknown, you must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. He's going off to see the furballs. Follow Urianger from a safe distance. Yeah, okay. Is there things I'm supposed to hide behind?
I don't think bunny girls really could hide behind anything like those ears.
So this thing is my hide spot. Yep. Damn it! I got a little overzealous. That's all good. That's the first time I failed on those. Won't happen again. Okay, wait here. Here. He's getting away. Oh, you run, you little fucker. Back here. Damn it, my sprint wore off. Sweet, okay.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
I did, other than the final response.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity. And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain, brokered by my hand, were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine, her beloved daughter. true souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot?
You still there?
Oh, with the dreadful
muted.
algebra of necessity.
Sometimes there's no right answer. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can. With that, we had time to weigh the costs. Sometimes no right answer. Have faith in your decision.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before, and today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Uh-oh. That is an evil-ass grin on a bunny. I don't want to know. This is not cool at all. I'm starting to worry now. I think they are going to flip the switch on us with this. This is not good at all. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone, that failure should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standeth before me with profound hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thine enmity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? Urianji is quite glad for your company. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan. In truth, we shall not be long away from Bestway Burrows. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Etheres. To make clear our resolve to the Loprits, I would offer them a gift, but making death require a most singular ingredient. Okay. This item. Okay. Quit button boots. Off to where Urianji is. An abundance of spongoi. Excellent. A chance to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numu, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requires considerable concentration. However, might I prevail upon the stand watch while I perform the incantations. Missing something, I think. Oh, there it is. Just standing there doesn't count. You're back, Zero. You went black screen. I thought maybe you just decided to log off. Didn't say anything.
Just trying to reduce the chances of spoilers. It probably wasn't necessary to do, but it was just.
All I know is you're already back on the planet with the children, so with Elfino and Alize and all of the others. I at least caught that glimpse, but that's about it. More Einhards have joined the fray. Sorry, what?
I should probably stop halfway this cutscene.
And watch as the designated area. Okay. Surveying the nearby area, you see no signs of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Orianji is faring. Orianji remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magic ink, every ounce as efficacious as that crafted by the new moon. Rare is the occasion I would conjure my own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of my own choosing, which I pray the Loporits will appreciate. Thank you very Urianji. Oh, thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Stola has been looking all over for you. Dragonfire, she says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was quite clear that she wishes to speak with Dragonfire alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianji. Those little buggers really want Urianji. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to the Bestway Burrows. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loporits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. Well, I suppose I should be going then. How about an extra pair of hands before I go meet with Ishtola? That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. I so want to call them out because they're being very suspicious. But I should do it in the way like, how about an extra pair of hands before I go meet with Ishtola? No, that won't be necessary. Urianji's help should more than suffice. And I'm sure you don't want to risk getting on Ishtola's bad side by keeping her waiting. She seems prickly now off with you. Wow, they know her already and they haven't even talked with her that much. We're not, Dragonfire, I shan't be long. I should have called them out.